I decided to join the trade mission to Israel, specialising in real estate, because we wanted to get a look at what the future might hold.
The particular mission that I went on struck me as a fantastic opportunity for me to commemorate the celebrations around the Battle of Beersheba.
I hadn't been to Israel before, and I'd heard amazing things about the Women Leaders Mission, and I wanted to see the startup nation firsthand.
Having worked in the US for nearly 20 years, I thought it was time to get out of the Silicon Valley view of the world and think about how Israel approached the startup space.
I was really looking to sort of find some new innovative ideas that I could bring back to Australia.
I sort of went in a bit apprehensive, but ultimately learned a lot more about an incredible nation than I ever thought I would.
We were exposed to everything from medical research to smart cities to social ventures, and I thought that it was very, very enlightening.
There's a respect and a status associated with intellectual endeavour. There's a curiosity about people and the nation as a whole. I think there's a sense of shared purpose brought about by its geography and limited resources. There's a can-do attitude, which perhaps in nations that have more natural resources you don't see.
The thing that struck me about the mission when I reflect back is the people. People being so proud of their country and what they're doing in technology.
I learned just how entrepreneurial people are there right from the very start, from the school to when they go through the universities. The entrepreneurial spirit comes right through.
You feel that the whole country was together on the idea that this was a way forward. It was a way economically, it was a way socially, and it was a way technologically. And I thought that was something that was a very valuable lesson.
We learned very clearly about the Israeli people's adaptability and capacity to have imagination, and that's something that I think Australia can learn a lot from.
Through that chaos, they are able to keep a really strong focus on what they want to achieve as individuals and as a nation in terms of getting technology out into the world as fast as possible.
That fact that you have so many people willing to come up with ideas, willing to have a go, is something that you really want to inspire, not just in Australia, but in your own individual organisations. And that's what we need to do to ensure that you have a nation that is innovative.
Innovation is a process, a series of small steps. You can take risks, you can fail, and if you fail, fail fast and try it again.
So I can't believe the amount of people we were able to meet in that amount of time. We drove from startup to government to education. The ideas that came out of that trip from the women that were there were phenomenal.
What I also learned about Israel is the way that universities collaborate with business in a really seamless way. Ecosystems that encourage dynamic entrepreneurs, startup and innovation economies.
It was a perfect occasion to go and learn from the wisdom of the Israeli people, which I certainly did.
Learning about the history and culture of Jerusalem and then more broadly Israel was fascinating and incredibly enjoyable.
I was looking to understand Israel and the innovation system and see what the economy was like, and for me that personal objective was achieved.
That idea of being empowered to do what you believe in was the biggest thing I learned from that trip, and the biggest thing that I think we need to take forward into the Australian business sector as well. So I would encourage anybody to do it, regardless of where you're at in your career and what you want to get out of it. There's going to be a benefit for everybody.